and paradise, oh, that's where I want to be. Just you and me in heaven and paradise. Ooh, heaven and paradise, oh, that's where I want to be. Just you and me in heaven and paradise. Ooh.
Forrest is a township with one street, one intersection.
And 6 cottages.
And they're only here because we have an airport. And there being an airport, we have people to look after it.
That's the managers, currently Greg and Kate, and Holly. That's all.
Population of Forrest is 2.
2.
All these cottages, the 6 of them, they're never, they're hardly ever all full because this is an emergency strip. So it's the airport you don't really want to be visiting because it means your plane's broken down unless you're here just for fun. And most of the time it feels a bit like an abandoned theatrical set because there aren't people. But if you go through the front doors of the cottages, you'll find the grass growing nice and green. And the cottages are made up, ready for you when you come and visit us.
We try very hard to give guests a surprise and provide something special so that they think, gosh, wow, here we are in the middle of nowhere. We just can't believe there are nice bed covers and cozy rooms and carpets on the floor. And it's quite nice to get out the plates and the silver and the glasses and make it very special.
A lot of what we do at Forrest is theatre. It's a show. We try to give a pristine first impression to our visitors. So when Forrest is empty is the chance for us to reset all the props.
Heaven and paradise, oh, that's where I want to be. Just you and me in heaven and paradise.
A lot of what we do here is really just in case. We never quite know what's going to fall out of the sky on us. All it would take is a couple of aircraft to arrive, a derailment to happen, a plane to go lost, and suddenly we'd be flat out. So even though today we've had no visitors from outside, we are all the time trying to make sure that all the beds are available, everything is shiny and nice, and that we, when guests arrive, can put all the behind-the-scenes stuff away from us. And when you finally get there, you can just put on your beautiful smile to the guests and say, Forrest has been waiting for you all day. Where were you? We were waiting for you. That's Forrest. You can't really get a much better view than this when you're getting your hair cut, I've got to say. And there's no music, which is even better.
Oops.
Oh, that, oops, oops. Oh, no. I've had oops, I get regular oops moments, and you think, oh, in a couple of weeks it'll come back again.
What can we do, Greg? There's a big hole there. You'll have to paint it. You lose total track of time. I don't know what day of the week it is today, or what date. I have to go into the study and look in the diary and say, is it Monday or is it Wednesday? Oh my goodness. It just vanishes in a flash. The day's gone in a flash. Sunset and next day, and you just keep rolling. And every day's different. That's the best part. So you never really get bored.
Forrest traffic. This is car 1 entering runway 1836 for inspection. Forrest. We then listen for any reply. Nobody else is in the area, which means that we are free to enter the runway. 3, 2, 1, and away we are. And there we are, V1, V2, and oh, look at that.
We have liftoff.
There's so much space. I find it gives me a chance to think more clearly, because the troubles really go away. There's nothing out there pressing in on you, and it's only what comes from inside. I suppose in a sense you throw away all the non-essentials. If there's electricity, there's water. If the train comes through, there'll be food. And with any luck, a beer at the end of the day. But you don't have to worry, am I going to get promoted? Because there are only the two of us out here to start with. Might seem a bit over the top to kill all the tiny weeds, but the tiny weeds can damage the pavement, liberating chips, and chips can damage aircraft engines. So what I'm actually doing is keeping the aircraft safe. You think there aren't many weeds out here until you start looking for them, then they're absolutely everywhere. And so few of me.
That is beautiful. I've been known to come out of the front door and go singing down the main street. The top of your voice, because nobody else is around. You may as well shout and sing and dance and enjoy it. Yeah. I think there does come a point where you've, as I say, I was talking about Skype is fine, but you actually need that physical contact as well. And give somebody a big hug and sit with a glass of wine and have a laugh and go and have a coffee in a cafe and just see the world around you again. You do need that as well, I think. Or for me, I do. Still, maybe later on in life I could, when I'm in my wheelchair, I happily just watch the world go by from here. Nothing.
The freedom comes at a price. The freedom means you slip out of society's mould and start doing your own thing. Eventually you start hanging kangaroos on trees or breeding dogs. I think that was what happened 20 years ago. Some people started doing that sort of thing. Don't know. Have I gone mad yet?
We've always been mad, so I haven't seen.
No change. No.
Haven't seen more extreme than normal.
Mm.
When you see the trains, you know that they're not always stopping, but just passing through. It's sort of like a comfort in a way. It reminds you that life goes on and does exist outside of Forrest. And it is a good reminder. You think, oh, civilization, there they are, they're going, passing through Forrest.
I think it was put rather well by an American fundamentalist preacher who said, man can live a week without water, a month without food, and about 10 seconds without hope. And here is a place that I think one can find hope.
Heaven and paradise, oh, that's where I want to be. Just you and me in heaven and paradise. Ooh, heaven and paradise, oh, that's where I want to be. Just you and me in heaven and paradise. Ooh, paradise. Roses are red, violets are blue. God only knows how I love you, my darling. I love you. I love you so. I'll never let you go. Let you go. Heaven and paradise, oh, that's where I want to be. Just you and me in heaven and paradise. Ooh, paradise. They told